Adulthood is not easy, so join me as I move back to my parents' house. A lot of you have been asking if I left my rented apartment and moved back to my parents' house. The answer is yes. It was not how I planned it, but you know this prayer, God, remove it from my life if it is not made for me. The speed that God uses to answer that prayer, I'm going to pack my things to move back to my parents' house. But would you believe me if I told you that I saw all this but never took it seriously? Sometime earlier in the year, I saw myself moving back to my parents' house, but I never took it seriously because I thought something like that can never happen. So that was how I woke up one morning in the month of May and decided to make the prayer, God, if it is not made for me, take it away from my life. Because I've been in this house for the past 2 years, and honestly I wanted a direction from God. I wanted to know if I should stay here for the 3rd year or it was time for me to move to a different place. I decided to make that prayer for 7 straight days. Just 4 days into that prayer, I got an eviction notice from my landlord. No issues whatsoever. He said he wanted to use the place, and guess what, it was dated just 1 day after I started my prayer. This means God answered the prayer the very first day I started. But that is not the way I wanted the answer to come. I felt that was too harsh. Honestly, I felt like God said, stop disturbing me. Here is the answer. Now the question is, should I remain in this Asaba or I should move to another city? I was still contemplating and decided to start looking for a house in Lagos. I've been passively searching for a place in Lagos for some months now, but luck has not smiled on me yet. Actually, I am taking a break because I believe everything is working according to God's plan. I traveled home for the long break because my sister wanted me to come back home, and since I can work from anywhere, I decided to go back home. I stayed at home for 2 whole months, and after the peace I felt there, I decided to just bring my things back home while I plan for my next move. That is how the dream I had about moving back to my parents' house became a manifestation. So on this day, I returned back to pack my things. I arrived in the evening and informed my landlord that I was packing out. I packed my things all through the night because my father has already agreed to come get me the following morning. What this experience has taught me is that anything is possible, and sometimes the answer to our prayers does not come in the way or form that we are expecting it to. I'm still looking for a place in Lagos through agents and relatives and friends. But I understand that even that also is also subject to the will of God. I said, let me rest more, and I didn't even know when I slept off. This was me around 4 a.m. when I woke up to continue my packing. I was hoping to be fast enough so I could say goodbye to some people before I finally move out. But before I knew it, it was 6 a.m. and I got a call from my sister that they were already at my junction. And before I could say Jack, the entire house is empty because they also joined me in packing. So everything was very fast. I almost didn't even lift a finger because they helped me take everything down and loaded the bus. My sister was the happiest person on that day because I'm coming to stay with her. She even wanted to follow me the day before, but I promised her I would be coming back the next morning. And you cannot even believe how many times this girl called me before I finally met with them and we started coming back home. So my people, I've returned to my parents' house. So thank you for watching.